Of Monroe is still underwater tonight. The city dealing with disastrous ice jams on the River Raisin. It's led to flooded basements and waterlogged cars. The water levels reaching twice the normal height, measuring waist high in some areas. The good news, it does appear to be receding. Some roads previously blocked off are now allowing traffic to pass through. But unfortunately, the city says there's no way to speed up nature's course. 7 Action News reporter Kiara Hay is in Monroe tonight with how homeowners are handling the long waiting game.
It's looking a little better here in Monroe. On the River Raisin, we're told the ice jams are moving more downstream. And this is Front Street. This road was actually closed. We're told from neighbors that down there, the water rose up to about 4 feet, but it has descended since then. The road is now open, but it's a different story over on Elm Street. All day.
Just amazing.
People stopping to stare at the River Raisin, frozen and jammed at nearly twice its normal height.
And I looked down here and I said, wow, I've never seen it that bad.
Rick Wilson has lived in Monroe for 60 years. This year's flooding in Frozen River, a first.
Never like this, never.
Ryan Singer didn't have to travel far to sightsee. He lives on Front Street, just a stone's throw away from the river. The road in front of his home completely flooded.
It was a lot of anxiety, to be honest, as you're watching the water come up, because you can't do nothing.
Singer says the floodwaters rose to about 4 feet, which, according to a government website, is the normal height of the river. Despite the road closure signs and the deep waters, cars tried to drive through anyway. Singer says one of them started to float, so the person pushed his car onto the sidewalk.
And between her house and this tree, he drove all the way up through our front yards.
Singer has damage to his front yard, while people a few blocks away on Elm Street complain of flooded basements and damaged cars. Today, an official with the city of Monroe says they are aware of flooding in basements, but, quote, at this particular point in time, there's nothing the city can do. Adding, it's unlikely that the overall private property damage associated with the flooding would reach a dollar amount to qualify for disaster relief. The Department of Public Safety in Monroe is currently monitoring the flood for any changes, and the city is encouraging anyone in need of immediate assistance to call 911. I asked the city if they were going to do anything to break up that ice to get the water moving on River Raisin, but I'm told at this point they're going to let nature take its course. In Monroe, Kiara Hay, 7 Action News.